Hey boys, it's your boy back in the video, and today we are gonna be going over a little bit of this action. Sheesh! Pretty good, a nice little grand challenge. One of my losses is because I lagged out. Because do you really think I'm losing this? No, boy's not losing that matchup. Any day of the week, if I'm sweating, I mean, he was a good player. Give him that, but, well, was a good player, but Jesus. So into the first match here, we got this Expo player. So I think, I'm pretty certain that my deck kind of hard counters this deck he's playing. Just because, I have the quicker cycle, I have Rocket, so I can just rocket his Expos and stuff. So he just went for a Tesla there, which was obviously not good, but he probably didn't expect Expo since I had Bomber. Now, I mean, what I did was kind of risky. I just kind of assumed he was playing Expo. So I saw Archers, and I also saw the Tesla, So I just assumed it, so I went pretty aggressive there. Because I figured I'd be able to get some damage. And already, that's as long as I don't mess up, I got this game in the bag. But this was also kind of risky. Just went Bomber, Expo. I was a little aggressive. And instead of knighting, I maybe should have just logged. Because that would have also damaged the knight. I just don't think I realized how low the Expo's health was at the time. My Tesla got quite a few shots on it. So yeah, we're looking pretty good right here. We're kind of chilling. We're kind of OP right now. You know. We're kind of crazy sauce. So yeah, he's just going to go in for another Expo. I probably shouldn't have Tesla'd, but my cycle was kind of awkward. So I just kind of wanted something to tank for the Expo for a while. But like I said, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. So I end up rocketing it anyways, just to be safe. But yes, now I know, since he's I'm 3 cards or 4 or whatever off of my rocket, and he's literally 1 off of his Expo. I just got to get a defensive Expo up right away. So he's already setting up, so I just defensive Expo right away. And I try to get my knight down in time, but I unfortunately don't. But with the help of my Expo, and that was the Bomber, gets a little lock on it. We take it all away, and now my Expo is more in cycle. So I just play it right away, and he doesn't have his, and now he just gets his Expo in cycle, so. We basically fixed our cycle with that defensive Expo that we did beforehand, and now he just wastes a lot of elixir killing it. So I have a feeling he's going to go in here. Yeah, he did. So I was kind of getting ready for it. And I just go knight Tesla like that. Figure it'll take care of it pretty well. Just place cards to stall it out. And I'm okay with eating a bit of damage since I got so much damage on his tower. Oh, I figured he would go in right away. He didn't though. So I tried to predict it. I failed a little bit. Unfortunate. He tries to log it away, but my defensive Tesla actually, I don't know if he would have got it, but it blocked the knight from moving very far, which was kind of funny. So now again, I just go for defensive Expo. He's kind of forced to fireball it. Slows down his cycle. There's a nice timing on the fire spirit there because he placed his skeletons in the back at the same time. So yeah, we're just looking pretty good right here. I was thinking about try to predict the Expo with the Bomber, but he played a knight in front anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered much. Yeah, so we're just kind of chilling right now. Playing it nice and easy. Bomber gets the shot. I just log to finish that off. We take 1 tick, but log does more anyway, so we technically got the better trade. We just keep on defensive Expoing to kill his Expos, because we, in theory, don't really want to be rocketing his Expos. Because, I don't know, he can outcycle it if, or get us low on elixir, It's better to just defend with defensive Expos, because then he's got to fireball them and can't go offensive, especially if we have a lead. And then once he goes, I knew he didn't have his Knight in cycle, I'm pretty sure. Or he didn't have something in cycle, I wasn't really paying attention there, but I can't even remember. That was a bad Tesla, because it won't hit the Expo. And I knew that, so I started placing my bomber and stuff. And the bomber locks on, so that's just looking GG's for me. 22 seconds left in the game, we got this game kind of on wraps. He goes for the fireball cycle, but I really only need one rocket, and I mean, I don't even need it. I'm already winning. The only reason I go offensive is just to prevent him from being able to, because that was the only way he'd be able to win. And yeah, that's a GG, we win. So I'll catch you all in the next match. Peace. Alright boys, we are back into the next game, and we are against 2.6 Hog Rider, which is a pretty decent matchup since we have the fast cycle with the bomber. And yeah, so it's harder for him to outcycle our Tesla, and we can just kind of rocket cycle him. So with regular 3.0, since they have a faster cycle and we both have fireball, you can't really spell cycle them. So it's typically a kind of a tricky matchup, but this is a nice good matchup. Pretty much, usually you can win it. So I just go Knight to protect the bomber, get some value on the ice golem. You know how it is. We're looking okay right now. I just go Fire Spirit here, so hopefully, you know, he can't, you know, it's like, it just kind of like worsens his cycle a little bit when he Hog Riders. Because, you know, he wants to play the skeletons after he Hog Riders to get a faster cycle, so. Yeah, I thought that was a good time to Fire Spirit. So, yeah, it also just helps me cycle my cards, whatnot, get back to more logs. Yeah, so now I can tell he's trying to outcycle me, so I just cycle my Knight, make sure I got my Tesla in cycle. And yeah, we're good. That Musk was a bit of an overcommitment, honestly. I don't know, he didn't need to Musk per se. I don't know, it usually doesn't, but actually, in this instance, it ended up working because I had to play my Knight. He does Hog at 0, hopefully I'm low on Elixir, but I just barely get enough of my Tesla. And we're looking okay. So now I know that he'll probably be able to outcycle my Tesla. But, I mean, I do have, like, my 2 1 Elixir cards coming up. 2 1 Elixir cards. So, I should be okay, maybe. Yeah, so he just plays Ice Golem, I'll play that. Seems like another card, so I'm just trying to keep up with his cycle. As you can see, I'm doing that. So I just go Expo because I don't want him to Hog Rider. My cycle was kind of awkward. Because I didn't want to pre-place Tesla because I think the Musk would have been able to kill it. So he ends up fireballing the low HP Expo, I don't know. It's good for me. So now I just pre-place my Tesla because I think that's a good play. So I can just move that over with a Knight. Yeah, the Musk again isn't going to do much. Now I just snipe it with a bomber. And since he doesn't even have Hog in cycle, and I know his Musk is probably going to die, I can just rocket his tower. Pretty good rocket. You still got to deal with the bomber counter push. She just does with a Hog Rider, which is looking pretty decent for me. It's not going to do much. He probably doesn't want to Hog Rider into it on an already alive Tesla. Looking good for me again. I think I just rocket again, yeah. It's a little sketchy here. Pretty unfortunate that the skeletons didn't actually push the Hog to that Tesla there. I had to waste another one because the Tesla didn't even stay alive because the Musk sniped it. But I still cycle back to another Tesla, and now he's starting to fireball. And, you know, if he catches me low Elixir and after Tesla low, that's really good for him. So I'm just doing this to try to predict him going in, but he didn't actually go in, so well played to him. I thought he would just spam my skull and try to outcycle my thing again, my Tesla. But now I'm just going for the rocket cycle to keep up with damage. And it's getting kind of close. He's kind of catching up with his fireball cycle in here, which is kind of spooky. I just keep on Teslaing, I'm just I'm kind of a little spooked that he's catching up, and I don't want to misplace a Tesla. So I keep on placing them pretty close to the Hog Rider in the log range, but I don't know, maybe it's a bit of a misplay. And I just go in to try to hopefully prevent him from just going super aggressive. I can finally get like a nice, easy Hog Rider pull to the middle. Now I just go for another rocket to keep up in damage, and he's still got a... Yeah, I definitely messed up there. I could have pulled it, but... Oh, Hog does get a hit. That's not good for me, but... He had to spend so much elixir killing my Expo. It was a bit of a misplay on his part. I think he could have eaten a bit of damage because it wasn't going to take his tower. But yeah, we end up winning this one by just a little bit. So that's a really nice win. That's a good player, and I have to say well played because normally it's not even close for that matchup, but played pretty well. Catch you in the next game. So we're in the next game against P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam, which is indeed a decent matchup. I think it's a lot better if you have Fireball, with regular 3.0 Expo, but we're going to rock with the Rocket version. And I'm not going to lie, I think in this game, I do like a pretty bad Expo, because I thought he didn't have P.E.K.K.A in Cycle, and apparently he did. So yeah, that got a little not good. But we ended up winning. We got a nice comeback. Comebacks are always cool, right? It's pretty clutch right at the end of the game. So he tried to zap my Tesla there. I don't know. I don't even think it would have pulled the Magic Archer. I would have had to like log it into it anyways. So that was kind of a weird zap. But he was trying something out, and I respect that. So I could have gone Expo opposite lane, but in my experience, like if I cycle a card at the same time like I did, it never works out, and I just wanted to play it safe. So you're playing it safe. That's what I'm doing. I couldn't protect the Tesla, unfortunately, but I think we still get a pretty nice defense here. Yeah, pretty nice. We just pull that up. And yeah, we take no damage. So again, really nice, really nice. And we're only down a tiny little bit somehow. But that's whatever. So yeah, we just go for Expo, because I really thought he didn't have his P.E.K.K.A in Cycle, but yeah, he did. Unfortunate boy. So yeah, that goes down. Trying to protect the bomber here. And yeah, so it wasn't exactly the P.E.K.K.A that was the problem there. It was the spending all the elixir to kill the P.E.K.K.A. So since I did that, I knew he was going to Magic Archer, so I was able to predict that at least, which was really nice. Got that out of the way. He didn't get any more damage, but I'm a little sad that he got all that damage. I guess I could have Expo opposite lane, but I just, again, wanted to play it safe. But his cycle was really bad if I did, so it might have been the play. I had, like, Battle Ram and no P.E.K.K.A in cycle. So pretty bad E-Wiz. Not the best. Ends up getting some value on my bomber. Taking it out. So now, it's just, we're in this kind of like awkward spot where we need to probably get an Expo lock. I don't know if we can just rocket cycle without him just fireball cycling at the same time. We're kind of down a lot of elixir. So I just go to log, because in theory a double log will kill the Magic Archer. So that's kind of sometimes my best way of killing that. My Expo just barely doesn't kill it, so I unfortunately have to go for the log on that, because I don't want to eat the one shot. Yeah, and this kind of gets some value on my Tesla, which is not great. And he gets one. Nope, he doesn't get a shot. He gets that shot on that one too. So Tesla didn't shoot it. I played it a bit low, and it doesn't even help out with this P.E.K.K.A. So I'm just going in for an Expo here. Kind of desperation, honestly. I don't even think it was the best Expo, but I'm just trying to hopefully desperate. Now I think, yeah, he definitely spammed a lot, but I'm also low, so that was fine. That he spammed all that elixir for him. Now I just go for a defensive expo with a minute left in the game. Hopefully we clutch up. You know. So he's going for a peck on the back, and so I just think right now that that's kind of my chance. So I just cycle back to an expo real fast, And yeah, it's looking pretty decent. Bandit's walking. We kill the bandit, we snipe the magic archer. And now I just kind of play an expo into an E-Wiz, but we kill it pretty fast, so pretty good. Now this is looking good. He's only at 4 elixir, spamming all his cards. 26 seconds left in the game. We're gonna need a bit of an expo lock, and we finally get one. I go for the rocket cycle here, and for the first time in the game, we end up taking the lead. We snipe the magic archer. We just gotta defend. So yeah, I play all my cards in the opposite lane kind of, so we can't get any magic archer value. I get the rocket down at the very end, and we take the dub, the comeback, boys. That was nice. It was nice. I'm glad I didn't choke that to one stinky expo. Can you imagine? It was sucked. And now, boys, the moment you've been waiting for. The match that got me the 12 win against this deck. The hard counter against a good player. Holy. Anyways, boys, we're just gonna dive right into this one. This one is kind of crazy. I played like pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I played okay. You know. Not a bad match. So basically, I'm just playing it safe. I'm just gonna go for a log here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for my fire spirit. And he just mortars straight up. So normally when they mortar first play, I just always Tesla on it, because they don't usually like try to back it up with anything. So that was kind of unfortunate that I didn't get my knight down in time. That was like kind of sad. And yeah, I just don't like going against these type of mortar decks. And I didn't even know he had cannon card EQ yet. And so I'm kind of like sad right now. But he goes Ram Rider in the back, and I just take that rocket value. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So he probably didn't know I had rocket, and then I just I don't know the interaction with Ram Rider, but I was like just playing it safe, But he goes with another thing there, so I figured he might try to play something in front this time. So I just do that, and then Fire Spirit jumps on. I get the skeleton surround, and now I do just log the mortar to not take any damage, but he's up a lot of elixir, quite a bit. So I think, does he just Ram Rider? Yeah, he just Ram Riders. And then I just wait for my Tesla, so it has like the most HP, which is good because the Earthquake did. And now I defend that, and now I'm only down like a couple more elixir. That wasn't the greatest play, but I just figured out he's got EQ, so that's not good. And now I predict his cannon card with skeletons, which is okay. It's not going to result in an expo lock because cannon card felt kind of OP. Unfortunately, the mortar lock's on. And he just Teslas, so that puts him, he Earthquakes my Tesla, so that puts him in the damage lead. So I just go for a defensive expo since he Earthquaked, and I figured he might go in for a mortar. So that works out pretty nice for me. I Fire Spirit just because I really didn't need it, but I was kind of worried. So I go for a rocket here. I figure it's probably my best talent since he didn't have his what do you call it? His mortar inside. But and he Earthquaked that tower, the left tower, so he's just kind of splitting up his own damage. I feel like he probably could have Earthquaked the other tower. And now I just try to snipe the Valk, which I do, which is really nice. And then I Bomber to snipe the mortar. And yeah, that was really nice. Again, he's up a bit of elixir, and he just goes for his mortar right there. You know, I probably should have suspected he was gonna do that. And right here, I get the drop glitch. I tried to play my skeletons down in the middle and then log, just to, like, take it out a little bit quicker. But unfortunately for me, yeah, that's not what happened. So since he played his Musk and then another mortar, I just went Expo. Hopefully catch him off guard. And now, okay, boys, I want you to look at this right here. Look at this. I'm at like no elixir right now, and I gotta defend a Musk and a mortar. But look at that, skeleton tanks for that. My Expo shoots, and then it shoots the Musk, so it quickly kills it, and then it locks onto tower before he can get his cannon cart. And you see that little area right there? Still tanking for the mortar. He logs it, and as soon as he logs it, I get my fire spirit down, tanks for that shot. That's kind of lucky, I'm not gonna lie. So I get an Expo lock, but I only tank one mortar. So that puts me in the damage lead by a little bit. I should have played that high just so we couldn't EQ it. But see now, I do it again right here. I go in for another Expo as soon as he Valks. And now, I accidentally predict his Spear Goblins with my Bomber. And somehow that Valk doesn't tank for my Expo. So the Expo just barely gets a lock right before he can place his cannon cart down. Kinda insane. So I beat him a little bit just because this is the 12 win, boys, you know, and I'm kind of like angry. I get the drop glitch a little bit, and I beat the hard counter. Come on, boys, that was kind of lucky, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, we get the 12 win. We get the 12 win there. Look at that. For the sake of it, I'll open the chest up. Why not? Why not? We get that big amount of gold. We get some wild cards. Okay. 4 flying machines. Shoo! Okay, I'm just kidding. But get some tombstone, get some zappies, 1 poison. I mean, I already get that full. Get some giants, get some goblin huts. Will we get a legendary is the question. You know, best in A always jokes about getting legendaries. Now he never gets them, but yeah, we didn't get them. We didn't get it. We got some rascals and we got some executioners. Let's go. Get 1,000 gold. So there we are, boys. Tell me in the comments if you prefer these kind of review replay videos, or if you just want me to push the ladder, what kind of videos you prefer, you know. But peace out. We got 2 GCs now. Sick. Catch you on the next one. Peace.